What's good, guys? Ty back for another Walking Dead review. Sorry if the lighting's a little weird. I'm playing around with things, trying to get my YouTube thing going. It's been hard, but now that we got Walking Dead back, that's going to be some big things. We got Doomsday Clock coming from DC and Marvel Legacy, and it's going to be a good time to create content. So this episode of the Walking Dead review is going to be on a special one for me personally. This is the Season 8 premiere, aka Episode 100. I believe it was titled Mercy. So I want to address a few things that some people have been complaining about. Right now I'm going to get off my chest. I thought the freaking episode was rad. I thought that it had just enough action, just enough emotion, and just enough hidden meanings to provide a very, very good premiere. Some people are upset that nobody died. I mean, like, what? I don't understand what people were expecting. I think we as a community, as Walking Dead fans, we have come to a conclusion that, every episode, season premiere, mid-season finale, and finale, someone's got to die. And I don't think we need to, feel that way. I know that that's been kind of a formula for The Walking Dead. We had Sophia in the barn, Herschel's probably the biggest, etc., etc. The premiere, we had Glenn and Abraham. That's actually probably the biggest, but I'm talking mid-season. Season 7's mid-season was... wasn't that when... with the pool game? I think so. And he died, and Negan gutted. Was that the mid-season finale? Point is, we're kind of expecting it almost, and I just don't think that we should be. Personally, I thought the premiere was wonderful. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think. I loved it. I thought it was great. Very, very central, focused on Rick Grimes, my favorite character. This episode, I thought that the timelines were easy. You had three timelines basically going on during this episode. You had I think there are three. You have the timeline where they're storming the sanctuary. You have this middle timeline, which is, I think, is the present timeline, with Rick kind of super sweaty, super dehydrated, we assume, kind of losing his mind. Someone's kind of shining something in his eyes. We assume that this is... I assume that this is when he's being kidnapped and becoming a prisoner of war. And then you have the future timeline, which is, as we know, the New Beginning Rick, and the festival, them preparing for the festival. Now, if that's the future, if that's the actual future, or if that's just what Rick wants the future to be, we don't know. In the comic books, they prepared for the festival and stuff, and in the show they were talking about it. Judith is significantly older. Michonne looks a little bit older. Rick is very old, very crippled, clearly from the war, just like he hurt his leg in the war. Both hands. A lot of people were pointing that out. He had both hands. A big prediction of mine this season was that he would lose a hand. That could go anywhere, the whole hand thing, and him losing the hand. Robert Kirkman has come out many, many times and said that that's one thing he would change, even though it's one of my favorite parts of the whole Walking Dead mythos is the fact that the main character loses his hand so early on. I think it really, really, really makes that character more of a BA, I guess. Like, I don't know. I love that about Rick. So you have the current, and they're storming the the sanctuary. Storming the sanctuary. We haven't had war since the governor, really. Storming the sanctuary, and it was awesome. We have Rick like, you're gonna make me count down, and he's given given all the generals time to switch over to their side, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. I thought that was so much fun, and I can't remember his name, but the general who's kind of the nice guy, you got the feeling he was taking stuff from the kingdom. He said, all right, can we have a timeout here? You know, like you have the sense that he doesn't. He's mature. He's like, can we talk this out? You know, stuff like that. And Negan's like not having it. You know, and Simon brings Gregory. Of course. Everyone was like, where'd Gregory run to? Oh my god! I kind of thought, oh, he's probably running the sanctuary because he's a freaking pussy, but he freaking did it. And it's like, oh god, Gregory, you freaking douchebag. I kind of love him though. I think he's hilarious. I think like he is so over the top and just freaking hilarious. Even though he is a cocksmooch, but he is, you know, he ran to Sanctuary, and of course he's giving the speech, you know, if you the hilltop sides with the saviors, if you do not side with Negan, you will not have a home. And very, you know, in the comic books it turned out very different, but in this everyone pretty much stays, and Jesus gives the line that just gave me chills even just now thinking about it. You know, the hilltop sides with Maggie. I love that, seeing Maggie step up into that leadership position. As a fan of the comic books, someone who picks it up every freaking month, gets the hardcovers every time they come out. It was absolutely chilling almost to see that evolution of Maggie Green. In the show, it's more special to me than it was in the comic books. In the comic books, yeah, Maggie was kind of like, and then she just out of nowhere became this thing. Maggie's always been kind of a BA character, but never a leader in my head until I read it in the comic books. And now I see that in the show. It freaking matches. It matches perfectly. So you have that, and you jump to, like I said, middle Rick. You know, something's wrong. He's hurt, dehydrated. You know, you don't really know what's going on. Like I said, my prediction is that he's captured, but we'll talk about that some other time. Then you have old Rick. Like I said, at first it's just the cane, and he's kind of laying in bed, and it's fuzzy, and similar to what we saw in the trailer that I flipped out about. I still was. Me and my wife were sitting there watching the premiere, and I was like, oh my god, like this is why I grow a beard, so I can grab it. Like, I was so excited, because the New Beginning was so different to me and so important. I thought for a fact, when I was reading All That War every month, I thought Rick was going to bite the dust. There were a lot of forums I was reading stuff on, a lot of things people were talking about it. I was so scared, and he didn't, and he's old and rugged, and I think it's freaking sick. And I love Rick. I love the New Beginning. I love all that crap. But anyway, so then we jump back, and Rick is giving the speech. You know, the world is ours, from Maggie. We've already won. King Ezekiel being over the top and fake with his kingdom accent. And Rick kind of, you know, laughing almost. You know, he's kind of grinning, like, is this guy for real? Like, still, you know. And in all reality, I feel like we would all be like that. Like, we would all be like, is this guy freaking for real? Like, come on. But I love it. I love the fact that they're not trying to make that realistic. You know, we got the tiger, the kingdom, the whole kingdom crap is just wonderful. And, you know, we see Rick crossing things off the list, taking out outposts, similar to in the books. We have Tara, Carol, Daryl, and Morgan leading the herd towards the sanctuary, which I thought was so cool with the bombs and Tara timing it. And, oh, I'm off by a few seconds, but close enough, screw it. Like, I thought that was really great. Tara had some good moments. Very few moments, but I liked her moment. Sorry, had to order a pizza. Wife's on her way home. So, anyway, Tara had some great lines. Overall, the episode was just freaking great. And obviously, the end with Negan and Gabriel was awesome. Carl at the gas station, got to mention that. Literally mirroring episode 1 with his dad was just wonderful. And apparently, our first appearance of Siddiq, we will see. That's most likely who it is, but I'm not going to say it is until we hear his name, or until it's just freaking obvious that it's Siddiq. But I freaking loved it. It was down to, you know, in Carl and his dad having that, you know, his dad didn't kill him. Rick didn't kill the guy. He shot above his head. And Carl's like, oh my god. And he's like, I'm not taking any chances. You know, we gotta hope, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, that's not gonna be enough, Dad. Walks away. Wonderful line. And then, I don't know, a lot of people aren't mentioning this. The walker Rick sees with her mouth all, like, blown off and stuff, or rotted away, is like the little girl zombie in episode 1 with the bunny slippers. This little girl right here. Freaking love it. I love it. The symbolism, Rick and Negan and Gabriel in the trailer, and you know, panning up with all the freaking walkers around, just like episode 1. Mwah! Just freaking amazing, amazing symbolism that needed to be in it for the 100th episode. I loved it, guys. I loved it. I cannot wait. We'll talk about the next episode as the week goes on, as I think about things, I think about theories, and I watch all the stuff, and I'll have it out this week. So I don't have anything else to talk about. Follow me on Walker's Amino if that's still a thing. I'm going to try to get that posted up on there. Follow me on Twitter at Tyromi for more Walking Dead, and comic book related things. I'm trying to push out a lot of videos a week. They're not going to be heavily edited, but I like that style of filmmaking for YouTube, personally. Just like one-on-one, real vlogging about The Walking Dead, about comic books is a bad one, but about comic books, and let's talk about more. Let's just talk about more stuff. So I'll catch you guys later, Deadheads. This is Ty, and I'm peacing out. See you.